Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Saturday. It's time for another sneak peek about what we've got going on both at this channel and on our Discord server for the week of October 31st through November 6th. So let's start with our astrology. The sun will remain in the sign of Scorpio, which is a fixed water sign, so think energy that is mysterious, intuitive, passionate, perfect for Samhain tomorrow. Now, the moon from Sunday to Monday is going to be in Virgo, a mutable earth sign. This will be a good time to accomplish details, to fulfill any requirements that have been imposed upon us, and also to make sure that the schedule is in order. Now, on Monday, the moon is going to go void of course, and then it will enter Libra, a cardinal air sign. And this energy is much more about cooperation, balance, partnership, and the moon is going to sit here until Wednesday. So anything that is requiring a lot of team effort, these would be the days to really focus on that. Then on Wednesday, we have another void moon, and then the moon will enter Scorpio, a fixed water sign. So think about things like psychic power, psychic crisis, being brooding and secretive. This is not going to be a time to get into a big controversial discussion unless you're wanting the high drama. But this is also time to explore your own talents, and the moon is going to stay here until Friday. Now, I would also like to make note that on Thursday we do have the new moon, so make sure you're ready to go for that. Then Friday we have another void moon, and then it enters Sagittarius, and it'll remain here the rest of the week. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign, and think about imagination, being very adventurous, being philosophical. This is a good time to kind of contemplate life's big questions, to go out and just break from your usual routine and go and do something different. If you want to go hiking or you want to do something else, visit a place you've never been, these would be the days to do that, and also to indulge your imagination. So if you have any creative projects going on, these would be good days for working on that. Now, Mercury, from Sunday to Friday, will be in the sign of Libra, cardinal air sign. Think communication that's very balanced, eloquent, and diplomatic. Then, Friday evening, Mercury will move into Scorpio, a fixed water sign, and communication energies will be very focused, very intuitive, very observant. This is not the time to try and play a fast one on anyone, and if anyone tries something on you, you will be far more likely to detect it at this time. Then, Venus. From Sunday to Thursday, Venus will be sitting in the sign of Sagittarius, mutable fire sign. So think in your romantic life of being very outgoing, extroverted, charismatic, adventurous, kind of swept up in the whirl of charm of everything. But then Friday, it goes into Capricorn, a cardinal earth sign, and all of this romantic energy turns to more practical concerns, emotional maturity, taking on responsibility. This is more kind of the day in, day out, slogging away at a long-term relationship. So if the intensity of your romantic energy starts toning down at this time, don't be unduly alarmed. You're just reacting to the natural energies that are out there. Now, Mars is going to be in Scorpio, a fixed water sign. So when you're dealing with things or you're having to take on leadership roles, this is very charismatic kind of energy. They actually used in the descriptions words like smoldering, magnetic, tough, very alpha kind of energy. But it's good for leadership. It's good if you need to get something done. Now, Jupiter remains in Aquarius, a fixed air sign, so this is going to be all about innovation, invention, genius. It is a little bit more of the left brain side of creativity where you're focusing more so on things rather than, and technical things rather than you would be focusing on more artistic things. But still, it's creative energy. So if you're in those lines, this is your time. Saturn is also in Aquarius, a fixed air sign. And Saturn is all about restrictions. So when it's in Aquarius, it's very disciplined, very persistent. It's very knowledge-seeking. This would be that we are in a good moment for doing research, because if you're on a mission to find something, you're much more likely to find it now. Uranus remains retrograding in Taurus, a fixed earth sign. This is all about our relationship with the natural world, dealing with whatever financial changes that are coming to us, whether for good or for ill, and having kind of your philosophical foundations shaken up a bit. But because all the other planets are in a less adversarial kind of mode. I don't think these shakings are going to be as severe as what they were even a few weeks ago. Let's see, Neptune, still retrograding in the sign of Pisces, a mutable water sign. This is the very hyper-creative, very psychically sensitive, I'm just going to get busy painting my picture or writing my novel or whatever artistic thing that you are doing. This is all that energy that is feeding into that. The muse is speaking, in other words. Pluto is in Capricorn, a cardinal earth sign. When Pluto is here, it's exuding a lot of ambition, power, logic, prudence. This is a very strong aspect for leadership. So if you are needing to draw upon that, Pluto is your planet. Chiron is retrograding in Aries, a cardinal fire sign. We're still dealing with resurfaced wounds, working through pain, and dealing with the difficult healing process. Which, if you are dealing with a difficult healing process at the Brew in this coming month, we are going to be having workshop classes on Wednesday evenings, Central Time. And it is going to be dealing with releasing emotional baggage, kind of taking away, we're getting us to a place where we're shouldering our load, but we're releasing our burden. So if that's something you're needing to focus on, you might want to come and visit us at the Brew. Let's see. And lastly, the Celtic tree month. It is Reed, the Inquisitor. This is about kept secrets, deep thinking, and having a sense of honor. So that's kind of the energy that's permeating our environments. Now, the videos for this week. On Sunday, I'll do another Loki video, and I'll be discussing what I've learned from him so far, as well as anything else that I might get a nudge about discussing. I try to consult him a little bit more these days about what would he like me to think about? What would he like for me to say? So we'll see what happens there. I'll also be doing a video about Samhain 2021, as well as a video that is a November preview, so stay tuned for that. Now, Monday, we will have our first video on Frigga. It'll be an introduction to who she is, her position in Norse mythology, that sort of thing. Then Tuesday, for pagan problems, we will be restoring the honor of hearthkeepers and housewives. I know. So controversial to hold such professions in respect. But that is what we will be talking about. Then Wednesday, we of course have our journey through the tarot, and we'll be looking at the Death card. We will also have a divination demonstration, and we will be using the Dinette spread, which is actually a spread that I found in my Housewives Tarot in its little booklet. So I think that'll be fun for us to investigate. And then Thursday, we'll be talking about the history and symbolism of Thanksgiving. Now, it might seem a little odd, well, why is a witchcraft channel talking about Thanksgiving? Well, because I am an American witch. I am operating in the context of the broader culture. And if you do your research, you'll find that any kind of magical practitioners, they were operating within their cultural context. The idea of rejecting certain aspects of your culture, that is very much a modern affectation. So even though there are other more pagan Thanksgivings, such as what we celebrate at Mabon, there is still this cultural celebration, and I think it does, well, I'll get into it then, but I think it is well worth celebrating, and I think it is well worth seeing the spiritual value, even though it isn't necessarily a pagan holiday in and of itself. It is something that still has significance for us. Then Friday, Romance and Modern Mythology. We will be going into the realm of 19th century fiction. There's a book by a lady called Mrs. Gaskell. It was called Wives and Daughters. There was a mini-series done on it a few years back. But we're going to be looking at the relationship between the characters Molly Gibson and Roger Hamley. So if you're kind of a geek for that sort of thing like I am, November's going to be your month for this series. It really is. Then next Saturday, we'll have another sneak peek. This will be looking at the week of November 7th through 13th. And of course, we'll have another Wicca 101 video, which will be about daily devotions. Now, our voice chats for this week. Tomorrow, Sunday, October 31st, we'll be having a Wicca 101 chat. It'll focus on the elements, and this will be followed by a guided meditation. And then Wednesday, November 3rd, That will be the very first of our release workshop classes. It's going to be led by another group member. I have known her for years. She's very dear to my heart. She's a very kind-hearted person, and she's been working tirelessly on organizing this special class for the rest of us. So she's going to be taking the reins for this. I'm really looking forward to it, and if that kind of class is of interest to you, definitely join us for that, because it could be the start of very good things for you. So I think that is it. That is the week to come, and I will see you in another video.